The Lakers' Summer League did not begin the way anyone hoped. Through the California Classic, particularly Games 1 and 2, the roster looked disjointed and unconvincing. Most observers, reasonably, wrote them off, but ever since their first official Summer League game, this team has been on an undefeated run, including one overtime sudden death victory that tested everyone's nerves. Cameron Carr has been the most consistent performer throughout, even during those rough early games. Adu Hero, Arthur Kuma, and Anton Watson have all stepped up significantly since then, showing real improvement. But the player quietly building the strongest case for himself is someone far fewer people are talking about: Chris Manon. Manon is a second-year pro who played a 5-year college career split between Cornell and Vanderbilt. He generated little recruiting hype, received no draft attention, and entered the league through the back door, signing with the Golden State Warriors Summer League team, before eventually being picked up by the Lakers on a two-way contract. Roughly 2 weeks ago, the Lakers re-signed him to another two-way deal, answering questions about whether he would even return. During the G League season with the South Bay Lakers, he played in 46 total games, started 36 of them, and logged more minutes than any other player on the roster. That kind of usage, for an undrafted player on a two-way deal, speaks to how much the organization trusts him. The foundation of his game has always been defense, and it is a genuinely rare brand of it. He will pick you up 94 feet up and down the court. He pokes at the ball constantly, clogs passing lanes, and does the small things that only show up in the win column. In the G League, he nearly became the only guard in the entire league to average over 2 steals and 1 block per game. Simultaneously, he fell just 1 block shots short of doing it. The comparisons that come to mind are Alex Caruso and Jose Alvarado, players who compete on defense through instinct and effort rather than system. That kind of defender is genuinely hard to find. The clearest evidence came in the Lakers' most recent Summer League matchup against the LA Clippers, where Manon was matched up against Caton Bogler, the 5th overall pick in the draft. On the very first play of the game, Manon picked Bogler up immediately after he caught the ball, got right in his face, and poked the ball away. The tone was set before the game had barely begun. Bogler finished with 16 points on 6 of 15 shooting, and a majority of those points came during stretches when Manon was not directly guarding him. Bogler was visibly working to get away from him throughout the game. That dynamic illustrated exactly how difficult the transition from college to even the Summer League level can be when facing an NBA-caliber defender. The legitimate question surrounding Manon has always been offense, specifically his three-point shooting. Last Summer League, it was poor. Throughout the G League season, he shot only 32% from 3 on limited volume. For a guard in today's NBA, that number is not sustainable. This summer, something has shifted. Across 6 games, he is averaging 12.5 points per game and shooting 4% from 3 on 11 attempts, 4 of 11. More importantly, those makes have come from different spots: a catch-and-shoot corner 3, and a wing 3 where his release was noticeably quicker and more fluid. He also threw in a left-hand Euro step finish through traffic and grabbed 4 offensive rebounds in the Clippers game alone, finishing with 11 total rebounds, numbers that belong to a forward, not a guard. There is still a slight hitch in his shooting motion, and the release is not yet crisp, but the confidence is visibly there. The bar does not need to be high. 35% from 3 as a consistent off-ball threat is enough to make him a legitimate rotation piece. After losing Marcus Smart, the Lakers have a clear void at the defensive disruptor position. Manon fits that role precisely. A more relevant comparison, however, might be Jordan Goodwin, a defense-first guard who had never shot above 35% before joining a star-driven system. Once he played alongside Luka, he shot 38-39% and parlayed it into a guaranteed 3-year contract. Manon is physically built for this path. 6'4", 6'5", 215 pounds, with a 6'8" wingspan, capable of guarding positions 1 through 3. He is 24 going on 25, which is slightly older for a developing prospect. Given his defensive ceiling, that detail matters very little. The two-way contract appears locked in. The 15-man roster is currently full, but a trade scenario, a sign-and-trade for someone like Kuminga, for example, could realistically open a standard roster spot. The path from two-way to a guaranteed contract is not fantasy. Jordan Goodwin walked it. Chris Manon is now making a credible argument that he can do the same. If the three-point efficiency holds and the defensive intensity carries over into the regular season, the Lakers may have found their next success story not through the draft, not through free agency, but through the G League and a two-way contract that almost nobody noticed being signed.